Oh my God, I checked my listing today and there's somebody on my listing undercutting my price, stealed the buy box from me. A hijacker is selling on my listing. What should you do next in this video? I'm going to talk about a really important subject and an important topic that a lot of people out there aren't talking about, but is so important with the Amazon FBA business model. So a lot of students and people starting Amazon have a lot of fears, including, will my product sell? Will I lose money at this? But one thing you need to be aware of is hijackers. In this video, I want to go over what to do about hijackers, how to prevent them, what brand registry is, and so some really valuable information that I want you guys to know, and so you know how to protect yourself and prevent hijackers from stealing your listing and stealing sales from you. We're going to go into my computer. I'm going to show you exactly what to do if you get a hijacker and how to prevent them. All right, so don't worry too much if you log on into your seller account or check your listing one day and you see a hijacker on your listing. It is something to be worried about, but don't panic. There are things you can do. So first, let me explain what a hijacker is. So we're doing private label. We're finding and sourcing products. We're going through all the work of setting up crafting a beautiful listing, importing the products directly to the Amazon warehouse, and we're selling the products ourselves. And we should always own the buy box. And the buy box just means when the customer is on a listing on your product and they go to add to cart or they click buy now, it should be your company right here, sold by. This should be you. Always should be you or your brand or your business. What can happen if a hijacker comes onto your listing? That means they have stole the buy box to you. They probably came in with a counterfeit product similar to yours. Hopefully you've done a good job branding your product, so your logo should be on the product somewhere. This also will protect you in the beginning before you have a trademark. And I'll talk about trademarks and brand registry in just a little bit. Really important, some great information that's going to be coming up about brand registry and trademarks. But I do want to explain, so a hijacker is somebody that comes onto your listing, undercuts your price, and steals the buy box. Simply, they have a product that either is yours or very, very similar to yours, usually a lot less quality of a product. And that is the big problem. Number one, the biggest problem is they're going to steal your sales, and so you're not getting that money. Number two, if they steal the buy box, they're probably lowering the price, and then the customer's just going to go for the cheaper one. They're going to get that product to their house, and they're going to realize it's like really bad quality. And then the customer is going to leave a negative review, and that affects your listing, and the hijacker may go away, may not, and you have to deal with the negative consequences of unhappy customers. So the biggest thing you can do right now, if you do not have a trademark or brand registry, is really keep an eye on your listing. But number one, put your logo on the product and the packaging everywhere. This will help you in case you do get a hijacker. You can show Amazon, you can order the hijacker's product, get it delivered to your house as quickly as possible, take pictures of the packaging, take pictures of the counterfeit product, take pictures of everything, the product with your logo. You should have a sample at your house of your product. Take a picture of the counterfeit product with not your logo, and you will make this documentation case to Amazon inside Seller Central support, letting them know that you have a hijacker and that somebody has come onto your listing and started selling counterfeit used items on your listing. Okay. Another tip here is if the hijacker, which you can tell over here on the right hand side, other sellers on Amazon, these are hijackers. So if you log onto your listing and you see hijackers like this over here sold by another brand other than yours, that is a hijacker. So you want to do a test buy. You want to buy that product. You want to get it to your house, take pictures all along the way of the packaging, the product, everything, and you'll be able to submit that documentation to Amazon. And also, another tip here is if this person over here has Prime, get the product to your house quick. But number two, you can make a case to Amazon that this hijacker is using Prime, their Prime selling, they're a Prime customer. They're using that to resell the product, which is totally against terms of service as a Prime member. So that's another way that you can document this and show Amazon. The second thing you need to do right away is Google a cease and desist letter, a very formal letter, a cease and desist letter, and you need to get onto this brand over here, whoever's on top of your listing trying to sell a counterfeit product similar to yours. You need to send them a cease and desist letter immediately, telling them to take down their listing and the product right away. Also, you can go over here and click on their listing. Sometimes the hijackers buyer, the brand, the buyer, you can go over here and click on their selling page and see who they are, open up their storefront, see if you can document more, see if you can message them, see everything. Write negative, you can write negative reviews. Do everything you can to get in touch with this company and tell them you better take down the product right away. Also, sometimes it'll show how much they have to sell. Maybe they only have 5 units. Just buy them out and get rid of them, okay? You also want to lower your price. You do want to lower your price lower than the hijacker's price so that you're getting the buy box and you're getting the sales, okay? Until you get everything cleared up with Amazon and you are able to submit your documentation, send out the cease and desist letter, the test buy item product comes to your house, the counterfeit product, and you're able to send all this in to Amazon. So that's kind of in the beginning. We don't have a trademark, and so this is just what we sometimes have to deal with. Now, I have never personally had a hijacker overtake one of my listings for my 8 FBA products, because every time I do a very, very good job of ensuring that it's not like a common product that multiple people can replicate easily. I do a good job of differentiating my product, and I do an awesome job at branding my product. So remember those things and do those with your products as well, okay? It's not that much extra work. Just you need to let the supplier know that you have to have the logo and your branding on the product, physical product, if it makes sense, and on the packaging. And the supplier should do that for you, no problem. Now, that's in the beginning when you don't have the money to file for a trademark. So one thing that will really, really help you guys is brand registry. And brand registry, you register your brand with Amazon, and this opens up a ton of new features and benefits once you have brand registry, including sponsored ads at the top of the page for your niche. You're able to run sponsored ads for your brand up at the very top. You're able to put videos in your description, or videos in your description, or pictures in your description, and videos as your last main image. So you can really upsell and make it a very attractive listing. So let's pictures in the description, video on the last image, sponsored ads with brand registry. You make an attractive listing, and it's protection, because once you have brand registry, you can just very easily, if you ever get a hijacker and you're brand registered, get rid of the hijacker really quick with brand registry. It just automatically happens because Amazon is aware that you own the brand and no one else is allowed to sell that brand. Does that make sense? So hijackers are not always the worst to. Now, sometimes hijackers are not the worst to deal with. Sometimes you may have a hijacker that comes on your listing, but let me show you an example of one here that's just Amazon. So I think I have one pulled up here where the right here. So if you see you see new and used from, you see another seller on top of your listing selling. You want to check to see what the company name is, because like in this case right here, let's say this is your product, Comfy Cubs, for $29.99, but then you see another one here in new condition, but look, it's fulfillment by Amazon. So this is, I believe this is Amazon that is selling this product. So double check to see if it's just Amazon selling a return or a used item, used like new condition. If it's just Amazon, they may just have 1 or 2 return units that they're trying to sell. So that's not a big issue. Those will go away naturally. Now, I want to talk about brand registry. So brand registry, We talked about all the benefits and features, but how do you get brand registry in the first place? To get brand registry, you have to have a trademark. And to get a trademark, it's going to take 8 to 12 months. And that's a long time to wait. And trademarks are not cheap. Trademarks are anywhere from $500 to $1,000. And you can go to like places like trademarkia.com. There's other third-party services that will get you trademarks. But by far the best option right now for getting brand registry and a trademark to really protect your brand and open up all these benefits and features is the IP Accelerator program through Amazon. And to learn more about that, you're going to go to App Store and then down to Explore Services inside your Seller Central. And then we're going to go down to IP Accelerator program. And I want to talk about this service that Amazon just came out with recently. Really important. I don't see a lot of people talking about this. So you're going to pay $500 to $1,000 and wait 9 months in most cases for a trademark. But then you have to go to Amazon with that trademark and apply for brand registry. So the IP Accelerator, what it does is it speeds up that process. So this is really cool. So this will allow you to go through one of these partner law firms that Amazon has vetted. You contact multiple of these law firms here, ask them how much a trademark is. Usually it's going to be about $800 or $900. So you want to wait until your product is selling well and you're generating revenue and profits, and then invest that money back into the business, of course. And then you can take some profit for yourself to pay bills. But one of these law firms you can go through, and Amazon has vetted these law firms, so you can simply file the trademark paperwork with one of these law firms. The trademark process will still take 9 months, but since you're going through one of these partner law firms and using the IP Accelerator program, Amazon is going to grant you brand registry in just 2 weeks. And I know this is true for sure because I actually had a student. I already have 2 trademark brands that I did outside of brand registry. I have a student who I wanted to test this out with, and so I had him go ahead and apply for the IP Accelerator program, file the trademark paperwork with the law firm. And did Amazon really give him brand registry in just 2 weeks instead of 9 months? And the answer is yes, they did. Just over 2 weeks, 2 weeks and 2 days. He got granted brand registry, and then of course his trademark will come in 8 months later. So that is a really awesome program to get into with those approved service providers. So I hope this video kind of gave you some awesome content and some important information regarding hijackers, what to do about them, and talked about brand registry and what that will do for your business and for your products. The last thing I want to talk about, other than the features, and those are just some examples of the features and benefits of brand registry, like pictures in the description, video on the listing, sponsored ads, enhanced brand content. Another feature is this Vine program. So you can actually go to advertising Vine, and Vine is a list of top reviewers that participate and leave reviews on Amazon a lot. There's different Vine customers for different categories. So Amazon will, if you apply for, once you have brand registry for the Vine program, Amazon will reach out to these top reviewers and help you get reviews on your product depending on your product's category. So that's another awesome feature that comes with brand registry. So I hope you guys learned a little bit about trademarks today, brand registry, how to protect yourself against hijackers, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.